Okay, okay, okay. It's this game. It's this game. Hey, hello, and welcome to a new video. It's been a while. Still a while, and listen. Anyway, we are gonna take a quick first impression on this season. Before starting this season, I did absolutely no research. I was watching some of the campfire, skimming, watching something, but I was mostly occupied with playing hardcore World of Warcraft. And then at the end, I finally hit my druid up to 80 for Wrath of the Lich King. I wouldn't have done it if they had released it in time though. But yeah, the unfortunate events that happened yesterday, which we are of course just forgetting because we want this game to be good. Anyways, a bit of background about me at least. I've been playing this game a whole ton if you're new to it. I played it a lot before Season 1. I kinda crashed mid-Season 1 and started thinking, fuck this game, man. I'm not playing this until it gets any better. And I think many people did. To be honest, there was a lot of things being... I'm not sure what you want to call it, but being unfinished. Oh, never mind. I'm sure what to call it. We got the alpha game. I'm kidding now. Okay, let's get some music up in this, because the music in this game is good. Okay, we gotta make a burger of an analytic review here. So you have to play the best first, and then we have the shit in the middle, and then we have some good last again. We gotta wrap it in, you know. Anyways, the game is interesting. The new season, I'm gonna say it, it is interesting. How good, how fun, how exciting. I think that's a really personal approach to it. For now at least, I've been loving this game. Again, a bit. But I think it's mostly because I played it so much, tossed it away because I got so mad, it was so bad, and now we're back, right? And I want to play it again, of course. Why? Because the combat is still good. Playing rogue is fucking busted and overpowered and broken. I have to admit it, you know. But the combat, aesthetics, the environment, the music that hits you, the small details and things in the overworld, like everything, the outside world, and that's the big thing as well. I've been doing everything that's new about this season. I have not done any dungeons, not done any collections of whatsoever. I've ran through these new zones that are like oh, they are... Oh, here we go. I'm not even sure what to call them. Is it harvest zones, blood zones, vampiric zones? It surely has a name, but I don't know what name it is. But I've been... because I haven't been paying attention to this game. But yeah, and it is kind of fun. We can go and check. We can go check. The new zones are good in some manner because there's a few things that they did correct, and I think there's a few things that will make it interesting and fun. They made this, like, if you go out in the new zones, oh, then try. I just hit World Tire 3 yesterday. I'm also playing hardcore. Yeah. the new zones are made with like, it's almost like a moonlight theme, right? It's vampiric hour with moonlight. I also got like this new legendary, which is super fun. It's like, of course it's a conversion of elements for dummies. It's like super easy to see. It's 3 elements in one each time, so it just flips 50-50 instead of the old conversion. I kind of love how conversion was played back in D3, so... But yeah, it looks... Just look, when I go outside here, it gets kind of like moonlight, misty. It's a bit of the zone atmosphere, but also the vampiric hour, blood harvest. It's actually blood harvest, okay. I'm gonna call it blood harvest. That also kind of hits you. The mobs, the level, what you do here, everything is kind of fun. And it's just run and gun, right? The only thing that's annoying, and I'm gonna say it again because this is a big thing for me. As soon as gameplay starts to interfere with how your build should be played, it's a bad design, right? So you need to kind of be smart about how you implement new things, and still we are seeing this, these cages. You need to unlock, laying to rest for 5 seconds or 3 seconds or what the fuck, and opening cages for 3 seconds, and the blood harvest is populated like, it's good dense there. In hardcore, you can't really just stop if you're playing like a run and gun build. So I feel like it's a step, but I'm not sure if it's forward or backwards or sideways or fucking if they are using the right foot even. But this is the case though. They need to start addressing the small things that are super annoying, because they have started with some. To list a few, it's been, the mount has been amazing. Like I can't run out there like a madman now, but yeah, it's like it quickly just turns and it doesn't care, right? So the mount has been amazing. Good change, Blizzard. Woo, yeah, we actually got a mount that works. Some of the combat, I'm not sure about other specs, but things still have a bit of rubber on the dash. But I think that might be just starting up on launch day again. I'm a bit afraid of the whole content though in this season. Like the first season was absolute garbage. I couldn't really like even play it for a long time. I tried, but
Yet sometimes the light must call
it's hard. It is omega hard.
You need steelwork, repairs.
But they made some changes in the towns with and they made like, it's like you can see how they are trying to problem solve everything, and I appreciate it. I'm gonna say that. I appreciate that they're trying to problem solve and not make it difficult, right? You have stashes all over most of the towns. New stash places. And it looks like it just fucking tossed in there, but fuck it. It works, right? And it's good. This is the new thing though. And it's kind of interesting. At the same time, I'm afraid that like this spend thing and leveling them seems super slow at the moment, at least. And I'm afraid that it might be a bit shallow in the end. Because it's super fun in the beginning, and now that I got like fortification on a road, for instance. I get crit when I fortify. And I also make enemies vulnerable when I curse them. I play this curse, so I think this season's theme for people is going to acquire a lot of lucky hit, because you want to play this on almost everything, I think. It's also extremely fun to play this because you could see it. The souls that I have 2 now. So when I dash, you can see it because they were running the wrong way. But they run out of your from you. Like the point is your character. So you store the souls. You can also see the curse getting applied. But I have 6 souls now, and if I dash, my souls run out. And it's a cool ability. It looks cool. How efficient and good it is, I'm not sure. But at the same time, I'm applying Vulnerable with the skill. So the skill is kind of giga. Giga Omega. I think it's hard to pass for everyone. And anyone, for any build. Then together with this, we play 40% increased damage over time because I'm a poison guy when they are affected by the curse that I'm using. And lastly, I was playing the ultimate one, but now I need to change because I don't have ultimate anymore. But I'm considering getting room for the basic attack speed one. Yeah, this one, but I haven't gotten it yet. This is also a quest unlock, and also it's lucky hit, right? So you can see your current bonus. I gained 20%, and I think this was kind of also the theme about many remakes. That's some of it, and you can see the current calculations of everything and so on forth and whatnot. I'm not gonna go into the depth of like numbers or builds and whatnot, but like first impressions right here and right now, I'm super fucking scared going into Nightmare Dungeons after doing this content because this was fun. This alone is fun and it looks cool and it is fun. But I'm so afraid of Nightmare Dungeons being still fucking dog shit because even though they brought in this guy that was like a specialist in this making the Nightmare Dungeons better and saying, we moved this like 2 pixels here, this 2 pixels there. It's actually not the case, right? It's the whole fucking shit. The whole fucking thing is a shit. I'm gonna rant there, my bad. But the whole concept of Nightmare Dungeon is dog shit. You are mixing the things that we didn't like and that we hated about D3 and trying to make it fun in D4. How the fuck do you think it would be received, right? We are getting the fucking act bounties collabing with some kind of dungeon layout that is stale, and still boring. And still we are running around with 2, like I have my rogue here, I'm running around with 2 giant fucking swords and people are standing tied behind a fucking wooden pole. Why couldn't I just fucking smack my sword and slash that tie open? What? It doesn't make sense, right? So it's so many things that are weird. Make it more fluid. Make it... Use more time on Nightmare Dungeons, please. Because now again, they are doing some item rework and I could only imagine what happened. Like, we have to do high Nightmare Dungeons to acquire and accumulate the best rare items that we want to put our favored aspects on in Nightmare Dungeons. The rares with highest item level are in Nightmare Dungeons, together with some pinnacle bosses, right? So I'm afraid, and I might go on a rant, and I might say something wrong here as well. I'm not saying or to conclude it, but I'm super afraid, man. I'm so afraid because it's a good game, and I really want the game to be good, but stop forcing us to do your dog shit content and force us to let us do whatever we want, right? If I want to fucking gear on Whispers, why couldn't I do that, for instance? Yeah, because you can't go up to item level whatnot. And I see it. I kind of understand that you want to make it rewarding to do Nightmare Dungeons, but Nightmare Dungeons, in my opinion, are still a pile that we would not speak of, you know? I need to just take a breather here, okay. But I'm hoping for the better, because we have seen a lot of changes for this, and I think they just need to understand, like, when they are making these small changes, adding things like this, like we are opening locks outside, we are opening chests even in the new blood harvest place. You have keys up here and you have blood at the duration spot, and it's instant, right? They need to understand that in fucking 2023, when people are playing an action RPG, you don't want to waste like half your time doing tasks that doesn't include killing mobs, right? I think I'm just gonna end it there. This is my first impression of the game. If you should play it or not, I don't think you should buy the game if you haven't bought the game. I think you should stay on the fence a bit more and see what other people will do and see what I will conclude with when I get to 100. If I get to 100 and don't hit like a fucking wall when I'm gonna send my tune into Nightmare Dungeons now. But yeah. The concept, the season theme, the quality of life changes, there are some and they are good. But I'm still seeing new content getting added and having this same annoying thing that we are trying to give feedback of, that they are not ruining the game, but they are altering the style which you play your build. And I really would love to see more legendaries like this conv of elements that you have right there. Loop of elements. So this one is dumbed down from the original one in D3. But it's cool, it looks cooler on the character, and I really love the addition. Because it gives you something in a window. And I really would love more legendaries that would be like the new druid ones, right? Boulder inside of a hurricane, super fun, and it's not like a amplification of 3455. I'm not sure about the changes in numbers with crit and everything. I'm not gonna go too far into that because I've been away from this game. I just pushed it out of my life for so long because I was so disappointed. So I haven't checked anything, I haven't looked at anything, I haven't seen any guides. This is the first impressions, raw. 48, we hit it. Going into Nightmare Dungeons now. You might not see a new video, but this is the first impressions. Raw delivery, no edit, fuck editing. Okay, let's go. Have a nice one. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. I will be streaming, and I've been streaming live on twitch.tv/JuanZari. Same as my name, right up here. I was a tempered champion. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stay one. But you out there, keep staying tempered champions, okay? Adios!